Dark psychology. The most dangerous enemies are the ones who smile the brightest while handing you the shovel to dig your own grave. Most people expect manipulation to look like a direct threat, a loud criticism, or an obvious betrayal. They are wrong. The master of strategic sabotage will never fight you. They will quietly cheer for your downfall. They utilize a highly sophisticated, silent Machiavellian protocol known as premeditated failure. Instead of holding you back, they will push you too fast. They will encourage your arrogance, hand you impossible tasks under the guise of fake trust, and subtly isolate you from your core allies, waiting for you to burn out. They don't try to defeat you. They manipulate the social architecture until your own mistakes do the killing for them, keeping their hands completely clean. If you don't know how to audit the hidden traps wrapped in applause, you will always be a victim of their invisible warfare. Here are the 5 brutal signs that someone is secretly sabotaging your success from the inside, and the high-agency frame control to crush their game instantly. Sign number 1. They systematically feed your ego and encourage your worst, most arrogant traits. A dangerous master of dark psychology knows that your own pride is the easiest lever to break you. They will never tell you that you are making a mistake or looking foolish. Instead, they deploy the infected applause. When you act impulsive, make an aggressive, uncalculated statement in public, or treat an ally with unnecessary coldness, the saboteur will pull you aside and praise you. They will say things like, "I love how ruthless you are. You showed them who is boss. Never back down." They aren't validating your strength. They are amplifying your blind spots. They want your ego to swell until you lose your strategic radar. By constantly cheering for your arrogance, they ensure that you continue to make enemies, burn bridges, and execute reckless moves until the entire social environment turns against you. To destroy this game, you must audit every piece of praise with clinical coldness. Never let a flatterer manage your frame the next time someone loudly celebrates your impulsive behavior. Do not smile, and do not accept the energy. Look them straight in the eyes with absolute poker face neutrality and say, "I made an emotional move, not a strategic one. I am analyzing my mistakes, not celebrating them." Shatter their mirror of false pride. Sign number 2. They drop massive, impossible responsibilities onto your desk under the guise of absolute trust. This is the most common corporate and social ambush. When a hidden rival or a toxic authority figure notices your exceptional competence, they will not challenge your status directly. They will use the compliance tax. They will approach you with a wide smile and say, "You are the only high-value individual I can trust with this crisis. I am giving you complete control over this massive project." It feels like a promotion. It feels like elite recognition. But a Machiavellian analyst sees the calculation. They are intentionally giving you an unexecutable, resource-starved task designed to guarantee your public burnout. They overload your calendar, tighten the deadlines, and isolate you from help, waiting for you to drop the ball. The moment you fail, they will act shocked and deeply disappointed, using your forced mistake to legally lower your social rank and replace you. To break the compliance tax, you must budget your boundaries with ruthless transparency. The next time they dump an impossible crisis on your lap, maintain absolute calm stillness. Look them dead in the eyes and say with unyielding tone, "I value your trust, but to guarantee perfect results, I require specific resources and a realistic timeline. Here is the architecture of what I need, or we drop the project." Force them to fund your success or expose their trap. Sign number 3. They subtly act as an exclusive intermediary between you and your key allies, manufacturing artificial friction. In the laws of high-agency power, your network is your currency. A saboteur understands that to destroy your status, they must disrupt your communication with those who support you. They use a dark psychology tactic called proxy friction. They will volunteer to deliver messages for you, handle sensitive professional data, or resolve small disagreements on your behalf. They will say, "Don't worry about talking to Marcus, I'll fix this issue for you. I know exactly how to handle him." It looks like supreme loyalty. But a Machiavellian analyst sees the filter. By becoming the bridge, they control the data. To you, they will report that your allies are secretly critical, lazy, or doubting your vision. To your allies, they will report that you are becoming arrogant, cold, and impossible to work with. They manufacture a fake Cold War, forcing both sides to retreat into suspicion until the bridge collapses and you find yourself completely disconnected from your power base. To shatter the proxy friction, establish strict direct communication protocols. Never let anyone interpret your relationships for you. The next time someone tries to act as a buffer between you and an ally, look them straight in the eyes and say with unyielding tone, "I handle my alliances directly. I don't use proxies for critical data. I will call him myself right now." Sign number 4. They continuously feed you minor, emotionally exhausting conflicts to drain your focus from your high-value goals. Your mental focus is a finite resource. If you are building a business, executing a career expansion, or mastering a discipline, you require absolute psychological bandwidth. A saboteur cannot match your competence, so they attack your attention span. They use a destructive protocol known as strategic distraction. They will constantly bring you low-level gossip, minor office politics, or manufactured domestic dramas that require your immediate emotional investment. They will say with frantic energy, "Did you hear what Sarah said about your project? We need to plan a response immediately." They want you triggered. They want you petty. By pulling your mind into 1,000 minor, exhausting screaming matches, they ensure your real, high-value objectives are neglected. You spend your day fighting ghosts, and when the main deadline arrives, you are too emotionally bankrupt to execute perfectly. They win by wasting your time. To break the strategic distraction, adopt a posture of freezing indifference to low-value data. The next time they try to drop a minor crisis in your lap, maintain stone-cold stillness, look them dead in the eyes and say, "That issue is completely irrelevant to my current high-priority objective. I am not allocating a single second of my focus to it." Let it burn. Sign number 5. They execute a sudden, intense wave of doubt and technical hesitation right before you cross the finish line of a major victory. This is the final desperate move of a strategic saboteur. When they realize that despite their overloading, their distractions, and their proxy friction, you are still going to win. They strike at your final execution, just hours before you pitch to the CEO, close a massive luxury client, or launch your high-ticket venture. They will approach you with a heavy, anxious face. They will say, "I found a microscopic error in the strategy. Maybe we should delay the launch for a month." Or, "Are you truly ready for this level of pressure? If you fail now, your reputation is dead. Think about it." In Machiavellian warfare, this is known as the last-mile ambush. They don't want you to audit the data. They want to inject a shot of pure adrenaline and adrenaline-induced panic into your blood at the worst possible second. They want you to hesitate, stumble over your words, or cancel the execution entirely out of sudden fear. They panic because your success makes them completely obsolete. To smash the pre-victory sabotage, lock down your execution frame 24 hours before the event. Close all input data. The next time they try to drop a panic bomb on your lap before a win, look them straight in the eyes with unshakable stillness and say, "The strategy is locked. The execution is an unshakable fact. I don't audit data on the finish line. Watch me win." True social power doesn't belong to the tyrant who shouts or the competitor who fights you openly. It belongs to the quiet architect who reads every trap wrapped in applause and lets the saboteurs drown in their own calculated failure. When you master the principles of high-agency frame control and dark psychology, you stop being a prey for strategic ambushes. You see the shovel before they offer it. You protect your focus. You guard your network. And you maintain absolute sovereignty over your potential. Your success is the ultimate counterstrike. Never let anyone delay it for free. If you are ready to shatter their psychological matrices, reclaim your social gravity, and build a mind that no one can manipulate. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment with your thoughts on strategic sabotage, and stay powerful. This is Quiet Power.